Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. This is a Giant Defy 3 in a large frame size. So this will be suitable for somebody approximately 5'10" up to about 6'3" or thereabouts. There's plenty of adjustment in the bike. The Giant Defy 3 features the Giant Aluxx aluminium frame with carbon forks or carbon leg forks. It features the 9-speed rear and double front, so 9x2 Shimano Sora gear set. Shimano fit their own wheels to these. They're the Giant SR2. Sorry, I said Shimano. The Giant fit their own wheel sets. The SR2, and this particular bike has been fitted with some Schwalbe Marathon tyres, which give a slightly grippier tread, the Marathon Plus tyres, than the traditional sort of slick tyres. So if you're going to be using it in slightly rougher conditions, the road surfaces aren't brilliant, or different weather, then they're a good tyre. They've also got a reflective sidewall to them, and they call it a K-guard. It's a sort of a puncture resistant liner to them as well, so they're a very nice tyre. The bike itself, we purchased this from the owner here on the Isle of Wight, and it has not been used much. It has obviously been used, it's a used bike, but the condition of it, it's really a credit to its owner. Very nice indeed. One or two small little marks I'll point out in a minute when we walk around the bike, but very, very presentable. Very popular bikes these, the Defy. They give a slightly more comfortable riding position than some of the more extreme road bikes. Not so harsh on the back, but they're still a nice responsive bike. They utilise the sloping top tube, which is pretty standard these days, but it was actually Giant were the first ones to use it. And it makes a very comfortable machine. Giant do a couple of ranges. They do the Defy and then they do the TCR. The TCR is the more extreme fast sports bike. The Defy, slightly longer riding if you wanted to, and slightly more comfortable, but that's not to say it's a slow unresponsive bike. It's not. It's still a fast machine, but very, very popular. By far the most popular of the road bikes that we ever do. If we seek them out. If we ever find any locally on the market for sale, then we try to buy them, subject to the condition being right. As with all of our bicycles, we only ever buy directly from the owner and from their house. We do not allow them to bring them to us or to meet somebody somewhere. We go to their home. It's as much to sort of get a feel for the owner, it's him or herself, see how they've looked after the bike. It gives us confidence that the bike is genuine, not that there is, touch wood, much in the way of bicycle theft here on the Isle of Wight. It's very, very different over here, but we can't be too careful, so we are very, very careful on where we buy. We check numbers on registers and things, but it's a different world over here, and all the better for it. Right, anyway, enough waffling. Let's look at the bike. So we'll start at the front. The forks, go at the fork legs. You can see it's not had a rough bike life at all. Very, very well looked after. As I say, a credit to its previous owner. It's only had one owner from new. A slight little indent just there, nowhere near any welds. There's no cracking or anything. It's not of any concern. There's no scratches, marks or anything that we can find. I think there is a couple on the rear stay on the other side, but we'll show you those as we go around that side of the bike. See if we can get underneath or not. Maybe from the other side we can see, but anyway, there we are. You can see it underneath. Nice under there as well. Down the seat tube. Around the bottom bracket area. It's all very good. Couple of little marks there. To be honest, they're probably cut out. Hadn't actually noticed them before, so in the light we can see them. Might get a bit of cut on there. And then down the stays. Whilst we're on this side of the bike, so you've got the Shimano cassette, Shimano Sora rear derailleur, front derailleur, Shimano Sora chain set, and moving up here, you've got the Shimano Sora combined gear and brake levers up on the handlebars. The wheels, as we say, Giant SR2. You can tell by the rims, very little wear in the rims at all. I don't think the bike's done many miles. So let's spin around the other side. So again, let's go up the fork legs. Very good, no damage. On the top tube. Very, very nice. I actually went and picked this one up myself. My colleague sometimes goes and buys the bikes as well, but I do recall when I picked it up, spoke to the owner. It was stored in his spare room inside the house, and that sort of backs up the fact that it's not been in a drafty, dirty shed or anything like that. There's those marks I was talking about at the back. Just at the back there, a bit of touch-up paint will cover those. Obviously it's aluminium, it's not going to rust. That was from storage when they were out on a ride, apparently. It was on a bike rack on the back of a car, and it was from the where another bike was up against it. Anyway, there we go. So that's the only thing really that lets it down. It's a beautiful bike, it really is. There's the saddle. You can see from the saddle, it's always a good indicator, saddles, of the wear. It's a bit like a look at the steering wheel. When you look at a car to look at the mileage, you look at the saddle, and pristine. So very, very good. Okay, so go to our website, recyclewight.com. You can see some more photos, etc. on this bike, and if you want to buy it, then just click buy it now, pay for it on the website, and as long as you're in the UK, we can dispatch it to you. We use Parcel Force, fully tracked. Or if you are happy enough or lucky enough to live here on the Isle of Wight, it is wonderful over here. Send us a message and we can always meet you at the workshop. We're not always here, so don't just turn up unannounced, but send us a message. Or if you're here on holiday, if not, come to the island. It's a wonderful place anyway. Yeah, make arrangements, we can come and meet you, and we'll show you what we've got. Just have a quick look. We keep around 100 bikes. So there's a classic Giant Cadex, a really early 1990s one there, the yellow one. Let's come around here. We've got a Defy. We've got a Defy Composite. Oh, sorry, that's a TCR. We've got a Defy Composite over there. We've got loads. Well, we keep about 100 bikes.